Hello, this is Nancy today. Here I am again. Today I'm going to show you the Audubon Center, where the Audubon Society's headquarters is. This is in Heron, Connecticut. Now in here, they have lots of birds, stuffed birds that you might never see up close. Now this is a mallard duck. You'll often see them in streams or in lakes. They just are, you can recognize them by the green head. Okay, and over here, this is an osprey. Some people call this a fish eagle or a fish hawk. An osprey looks like a bald eagle at times. You can mistake its head. You see how its head has white on it? So sometimes from a distance you might think that it's black with a white head, and then if you see the tail, you'll see the tail is black. So it can't be a bald eagle. They have white tails and white heads. And also, underneath, you see how white it is. So that's how you can know. Sometimes you have to get up pretty close to find out that it's an osprey. Sometimes they'll put telephone poles with a nest on top, sticks on top, or a platform. Now this is a wild turkey. Look at that. I mean, we all know what a turkey looks like, but nowadays we're having a lot more wild turkeys than we used to. Let's look closely at these feathers. Look at how beautiful they are. Let's show one feather. Look at how big one feather is. So if you see this, a dead turkey on the roadside, these feathers would make some very beautiful earrings. And over here we have a red-tailed hawk. Often the red-tailed hawks are a very common hawk in North America. See the red tail? See how brown, beautiful brown that is? I don't know why they call it red, but anyway, it's a beautiful color. And underside is speckled. See a bar of them? Speckles. And let's see, over here they have some owls. Now this is a great horned owl. And I believe the great horned owl, if I'm not wrong, it says, who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all? Now this is quite a big owl. Let me just show you how big he is. I'm reaching my hand up as high as it goes here. So here's the top of his head. And from there it goes to beyond my elbow. You see that? Well, to about my elbow. So that's how long the great horned owl is. This is a long-eared owl. See how long his ears are? Compare that to the great horned owl. He also has long ears, but his face is big too. This one has a very small face. Now he goes from my elbow, which I'll put level here, and it goes up to my hand. You see? So how much shorter he is. He's not that big. But look at this. This is a snowy owl. Now I never realized that a snowy owl was this big. Look at that face. Now he's very wide. My hand right against him. You see? He's a very wide bird, and his head is as big as my hand. Okay, let's move around here. Now this is a ruffed grouse. In some places they call these a partridge. Oh, I saw a partridge on the road. And most people don't realize it's a ruffed grouse. They flail their tail. See his tail when it's all opened up wide. Now here's a raven. This is a common raven. You can tell a raven from a crow. See how big he is. A crow says caw, caw, but a raven says something very deep in his throat. Now also, if you look at the top of his nose, you see that? The top of his beak has furry feathers there. On a crow you don't find that same thing. Okay, here we have a ring-necked pheasant. See that beautiful ring neck? Not beautiful, and this is a female ring-necked pheasant. Okay, Okay, let's see what else they have. They have different kinds of animals in cages. Oh my, look at the leaves are moving. There's a turtle in there. See that turtle? There's another turtle whose back is just out of the water. The Audubon Society teaches all kinds of stuff. This is an old squall. Now, I've never seen one of these in the wild. It's in the Arctic, that's why. And I don't live there. Another old squall. Okay, what else have we got here? We've got there's a crow. Is that a crow or a raven? I don't think it's a crow, since that's what it said. Now this is a saw-whet owl, it says. Let's see, where's the saw-whet owl? Oh, he's right up there on top of the box. Can you see that? He's right up there at the top. Pretty hard to see. Let's see, what's this? This is a BlackCrown night heron. The Audubon Society is very interested in birds. They seem to be the great protectors of birds, and those that know lots about them. Okay, so that's that. This is what they have as far as display of birds here. Oh look, I neglected to show you this. This is a Canada goose. Now, if you're not in Canada, some people call them Canadian goose or Canadian geese, but that's not true. It's Canada goose. And this is a river otter. Now, the otters that I've seen before have always been black. Usually a martin is brown like this. It's quite huge. I'm going to show you my foot against his face. See what a big animal he is? And this is a Canada goose. This is the sort of place he would be sitting on his eggs. Never get close to geese. They are very dangerous. They'll grab your arm and break it. Okay, well, there's your little tour of the Audubon Society. Oops. There we go. Sorry about that. Well, that's your little tour of the Audubon Society's headquarters. There's also a gift shop. I think I'm going to get a mug. And I'm going to get this book on the calls of frogs and toads so I can go find out what they are. Okay, that's all.